Hello, my dear children. This is L.K. Tripathi from LPM Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Welcome back to the new video. Best Answer Chapter 2. What is democracy? Why democracy? So, earlier in the last video, we have discussed about the importance of democracy, the real definition of democracy. So, in this discussion, we have got that Mary, including other children of class 9, wanted the solution of definition of democracy. Why democracy is defined in such a way? Their teacher, Lingdo madam, wanted to resolve their problem by her intelligentsia and providing different types of example related to this. In the same concern, one new student is there, Ribyang. Ribyang also has a question. He wants to get more clear definition about the democracy. What is that? Ribyang, but why do we need to work on a definition? The other day you quoted Abraham Lincoln to us. He just countered the question, why do we need to work on a definition? Last day during explanation you told us, you quoted about the Abraham Lincoln's quotation, as he had already told before the entire nation about the importance of glory, the beauty of glory. What is that? Democracy is government of the people, by the people, and for the people. We in Meghalaya always rule ourselves, that is accepted by everyone. Why do we need to change that? So last days you quoted the example of Abraham Lincoln in this way, but where believe, that is Meghalaya, there is no such a thing. There is nothing. We live together and we rule ourselves, and everybody happily accept the rule made by our society. Why do we need to change that? And if everybody follows the rules and regulations made by our society, why do we need to change such types of things? So about that, Lindo madam also goes to clarify the question. I am not saying we need to change it. I too find this definition very beautiful. But we don't know if this is the best way of defining unless we think about it ourselves. Lingdo madam very gently told, I am not going to refuse or going to say that this is not good. This is good. But many things are there. We don't know if this is the best way of defining unless we think about it ourselves. She means to say, if everybody, means we ourselves, will not think about that, we will not be conscious about that, so how can one follow the rules and regulations? So to make everybody follow the rules and regulation of the country, democracy is essential for everyone. We must not accept something just because it is famous, just because everyone accepts it. That is not enough. Anything which we find or we look in front of us that is not always acceptable and that is not correct or true, which is very famous, and it is not necessary that everyone accepts it until it is not made by the system in the constitutional way. There is no beauty of democracy and everybody cannot follow the laws or rules made by the country. So in simple way we can say democracy which is made for everyone by us, by the people of the country and for the people of country. Yolanda, ma'am, can I suggest something? We don't need to look for any definition. I read somewhere that the word democracy comes from a Greek word demokratia. One new student is also curious to give her ideas or logic before their class teacher or subject teacher. So she also is getting curious to say something. What is that? We don't need to look for any definition. We need not any definition. I read somewhere that the word democracy comes from a Greek word demokratia. This word has taken from the Greek word that is demokratia, because first of all the democracy was produced in Greek. In Greek, demos means people and kratia means rule. In Greece, the meaning of democracy is demos in their own language, and we define that in the same way. What is that? Rule by the people. This is the real meaning of democracy. This is the correct meaning. Where is the need to debate? And simply this is the correct meaning, rule by the people. Why should we go for unnecessary discussion and debate? That is very clear. Link do, madam. That is also a very helpful way of thinking. About this matter, I would just say that this does not always work. A word does not remain tied to its origin. Just this of computer, originally they were used for computing, that is to say calculating very difficult mathematical sums. These were very powerful calculators, but nowadays very few people use computers for computing sums. She wanted to clear the question or the problem of the student in very gentle way. She kept an example. She told that is also a very helpful way of thinking about this matter. ये भी एक बहुत ही हेल्पफुल वे है इस बारे में सोचने के लिए. क्या है? I would just say that this does not always work. मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि ये हमेशा कार्य नहीं करता है। ए वर्ड डज नॉट रिमेन टाइड टू इट्स ओरिजिन। और जो शब्द होता है वो जहाँ से प्रकट होता है उससे हमेशा बंधा हुआ नहीं होता है। जस्ट थिंक ऑफ कंप्यूटर्स। जैसे आप कंप्यूटर का एग्जाम्पल लीजिए। क्या है कंप्यूटर का एग्जाम्पल? सपोज दैट ओरिजिनली they were used for computing, that is to say calculating। कि वास्तव में इसका जो है प्रयोग, कंप्यूटर का ये प्रयोग कंप्यूटिंग के लिए किया जाता था, उसको हम कह सकते हैं कैलकुलेटिंग, किसी चीज़ की गणना करना। एंड दिस इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट मैथमेटिकल सम्स, दैट इज़ नॉट इजी, वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू solve the problem because that is mathematical sums, not easy to find the answer quickly। These were very powerful calculators। और ये कैलकुलेटर बहुत ही पावरफुल हुआ करते थे। बट what is the reality? You can judge that nowadays very less people use computer for computing sums। लेकिन बहुत कम लोग ऐसे हैं कि कंप्यूटर का यूज़ करते हैं कंप्यूटिंग सम्स के कंप्यूटिंग के लिए, सम्स के किसी प्रश्न के को सॉल्व करने के लिए लोग नहीं करते हैं। दे यूज इट फॉर राइटिंग, फॉर सिंगिंग, फॉर लिसनिंग टू म्यूजिक एंड watching films। For all these purposes we use computer, not to calculating the sums, to resolving the problem of sums we use the computer in different way। Words remain the same but their meaning can change with time। ठीक वैसे ही जो शब्द हैं वो ठीक वैसे ही रहते हैं, लेकिन उनका मीनिंग, उनका मायने समय के साथ साथ चेंज हो जाता है। In that case it is not very useful to look at the origins of a word। और ऐसे मामलों में we cannot go to clarify that the word, the origin of word is looking very useful। कि जो शब्द है, शब्द का जो ओरिजिन है वो बहुत ही यूज़फुल है हमारे लिए। मेरी नाउ मेरी हैज़ वन मोर क्वेश्चन। व्हाट डज शी वांट टू नो? मैम, सो बेसिकली व्हाट यू आर सेइंग इज दैट देयर इज नो शॉर्टकट टू आवर थिंकिंग अबाउट द matter ourselves। We have to think about its meaning and evolve a definition। You mean to say that basically we should not go to the shortcut, what we think in our mind to resolve the matters। कि हमारे पास जो भी समस्या है उसको सॉल्व करने के लिए हमको शॉर्टकट नहीं अपनाना चाहिए। वी शुड गो इन प्रॉपर वे एंड इन प्रॉपर स्टेपिंग। वी हैव टू थिंक अबाउट इट्स मीनिंग एंड इवॉल्व अ डेफिनेशन। हमें इसके मीनिंग के बारे में सोचना चाहिए और उसके लिए एक डेफिनेशन हमारे पास होना चाहिए। हम उसको दैट्स वाई वी कुड प्रेजेंट आवर आंसर इन लॉजिस्टिक वे। लिंक दो मैडम, यू गॉट मी राइट। लेट अस गेट ऑन विथ इट नाउ। जो मैंने कहा वो सही है और मुझे आप लोग सही समझें और हम आगे चलते हैं इसके लिए। नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज ये सिंपल डेफिनेशन। what is the simple definition? Let us get back. Let's get back to our discussion on similarities and differences among governments that are called democracies. Now we have to go back for our discussion on similarities and differences among governments that are called democracies, जिसको हम डेमोक्रेसी कहते हैं. In the previous chapter, we identified one simple factor common to all democracies. In chapter first, we have got a very simple factor which is common to all democracies. सभी डेमोक्रेसीज के लिए जो एक कॉमन बात है क्या है? द गवर्नमेंट इज चूजन बाय द पीपल. वी कुड दस स्टार्ट विथ ए सिंपल डेफिनेशन. इसमें डेमोक्रेसी में जो गवर्नमेंट होती है वो लोगों के द्वारा चुनी जाती है और इस तरह से हम इसको एक सिंपल डेफिनेशन के रूप में हम इसको स्टार्ट कर सकते हैं. डेमोक्रेसी इज ए फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इन विच द रूलर्स आर इलेक्टेड बाय द पीपल. ये एक ऐसा तरह का फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट है जिसमें गवर्नमेंट जो है या रूलर्स जो होता है वो लोगों के द्वारा चुना जाता है. दिस इज ए यूजफुल स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. एक बहुत ही यूजफुल स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट है. दिस डेफिनेशन अलाउज अस टू सेपरेट डेमोक्रेसी फ्रॉम फॉर्म्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट that are clearly not democratic. The army rulers of Myanmar are not elected by the people. Those who happen to be in control of the army becomes the ruler of country. The example of Myanmar, there is no democracy. There is military rule. Those who can win the people's wish or who can control the country's power by any means to threatening them or to make them scared, the person becomes the ruler of the country. People have no say in this decision. Nobody has dared to oppose the decision of the person who becomes the ruler of that country. Dictators like Pinochet are not elected by the people. Just the example of Pinochet is there. He was not elected by the people. He got the power of his country in forceful way. This also applies to monarchies. Same thing applies in monarchy also. There is also no wish of the people. The kings of Nepal and Saudi Arabia rule not because the people have chosen them to do so, but because they happen to be born to the royal family. They become the ruler not because so they are chosen by the people of the country, but they have born in the royal family. And as you know, in this country the hereditary rule is practiced. The son of the king will become the king of the country in next time. So in this way we have discussed about that. Next we will discuss from the new point in the new video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.